Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. You are watching the Lit Individuals Show, where we are talking to lit individuals doing lit things in their industries. And today, it's no different. I got my brother here. I got my friend here. I got good old my brother, Trackz in the building.
What's up, man?
Trackz.
What's going on?
Oh, my good old friend.
You're so good at this. It's so natural.
We just started.
Yes, I know. What's up?
How you doing? You look good.
I'm good, thank you.
You feeling good?
I am. I'm delighted to be here.
Oh, I love it, man. Look, we always have good conversations. So yes. I told you, I got to get you on the show because you are a lit individual. I must say, man.
Thank you.
You are a lit individual, but I wanted to be able to dive in, talk a little bit about, you got a lot of different hats that you wear, right? Yeah. And I want to be able to know about, what you've got going on, where you come from, where your background is. But I like to always start off with asking, are you all right? Are you doing good? Because a lot of people, we say, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. How you doing for real?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't complain. I'm in a good state right now. I try not to overwork myself. Got a lot going on, but I think mentally I'm fine. I'm good. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Well, first of all, you're here, so that's exciting. But one thing that I have been working on, I feel like we might have talked about this in private, just, balancing it all, finding the harmony in it all, finding the me time in there, right? So I think that that's a big thing that I've been just kind of navigating and working through, but also staying busy. God is moving.
Amen.
And it's a lot of good things that's happening, but it all comes back to this show right here.
I love it.
And
I'm glad to be here. I'm really glad to be. I'm nervous. I'd be having a pre-performance anxiety.
It's so funny.
Been around me, so.
It's so funny because I don't get it because you're a star, but also, I believe that nervousness is just energy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nervousness is energy that needs somewhere to go. So if you're not nervous, then sometimes people say that means you may not care.
Okay.
A lot of the times, right? So it's like even me, like I may not necessarily have nervous energy, but I have energy. But I've had nervous energy before. It depends on maybe what it is, right? But I believe that at the end of the day, when people are going, think about it. You got Beyonce's and Ushers and Chris Brown's performing in stadiums of people. You think they don't ever get nervous? They probably get nervous. It's just when they get on that stage,
it's a different.
That energy switches up.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you for comparing me to Usher
and Chris Brown and Beyonce.
Now I'm cool. I'm cool now.
Well, look, Trackz, let's go back. I want to go back to the beginning. I know that you have a passion for vocal. You have a passion for music.
Yes.
You have a passion for entertainment. You are one who just will start running randomly, right? Talk to me about just, where it all started as far as when you realized that you enjoyed music, that you realized that you kind of had some star quality.
Yeah, music. Wow. I haven't had to talk about music in a long time.
Is that where it started?
I would say so, like entertainment-wise. Yeah, it started in music. So I think I was in about 4th grade when I just realized I could sing.
Okay.
Right? But it wasn't until high school that I kind of convinced my friends. So I was in a band, and my band was doing a feature tune, Come Go With Me by Teddy Pendergrass. And the band director was looking for a singer. And my friends would hear me sing, and they pushed me to do it. So I think the first time I sung at a stadium and heard the crowd, I'm like, wait a minute. I want to feel this rush and this chill down my spine, to come.
All the time.
All the time, right. So I think it was that allowed me to polish it. Went to school, went to Jackson State, was on a vocal scholarship.
Okay.
And, became classically trained and then moved to Atlanta to transition from a singer to a recording artist. So the rest was just history.
Yeah, and it just kind of went
humble
from there.
beginnings, no, for real. Yeah.
Humble beginnings. I love,
sure.
and I think that's part of that information, knowing that you're classically trained. You have a passion and a true art, right, for vocal performance.
Yes.
And I love how you even said going from being a singer to a recording artist, right? Because that's
very different.
What would you say is that difference there?
Oh, man, even to this day, I'm terrified of a studio because it's much different. I always tell people my passion is singing, not making music.
Wow.
Live
performance,
because it's more natural. With singing, with recording, you actually have to be an artist. You have to paint a pretty picture. You have a canvas and you have to kind of direct different. It's so many layers to it. So But it was a change, but I think I've done pretty good, you know, at adapting. So,
that's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. Really enjoying that art of live performance, because also we love a good live studio album.
Yes.
That could work too, right? You got, Look, we'll start it. You know, having a live production, or I think things like that is really, really, really huge, because, you know, so many artists will drop music, or sometimes artists will drop music and accidentally go viral and become popular, but the live performance is something completely different. Right? Having that vocal ability, that breath control, being able to make sure that your vocals sound exactly like the track. Right? Because that's a whole thing right there. Because if you go to the live show and you sound different from the track, the audience is like, okay, well, that's not what I was expecting to hear. Outside of doing music and outside of being a vocalist, a singer, you know, being a bit of a recording artist, you know, you also are a host. An MC. You've been in reality television. Some acting, I'm sure, in there as well. So I want to be able. I'm trying to think of where I want to start. After the music that you were doing, let's say with college in Jackson State, what was that next chapter for you?
So the next chapter. So after college, right? While I was in college, I realized I wasn't in college for myself. Okay. I was in college because that's what my mom wanted. And because when you're from a small town, that's what you want to do.
Where are you from?
I'm from Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
Okay.
Very small town, less than 6,000 people.
Yeah.
So
love a good gumbo.
I feel like, you like gumbo? See, I gotta holler at me in the fall. I'm gonna cook you up.
Anybody from Louisiana, come on now. Yep. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, being from a small town, you kind of outgrow your surroundings, especially when you realize that you're creative and artistic and you want to go into entertainment. So that's what I did. I ended up dropping out of college and just moving to Atlanta because I knew it was this mecca for Black entertainment, you know? So I think that's what kind of inspired my creative muscle. When I was here my first year, now I have been watching Wheel of Fortune all my life. Okay. All my life. Like with my mom, with my grandma. But just being in Atlanta, I was watching Wheel of Fortune one day and I was like, why don't I audition to be on Wheel of Fortune? Did it, got the call back, went on the show, won the entire show. Wow. So I think from that moment on, I was like, there's nothing I can't do. So I think that kind of inspired me and kept me going and just kind of started the creative journey. Yeah. Which branched off into this and that and this and that.
What was that experience like? I mean, being on that kind of show, going through that audition, and that was, I'm guessing, your first introduction really to like television.
Yeah, it was. Okay. It was a ride, that's dope. Man.
I don't know too many people who've been on Wheel of Fortune.
Right, and actually winning the show. I can't even explain it. Like being next to Pat Sajak, looking at Vanna White, you know, within arm's reach and winning. Yeah. You know, so I felt like crazy. I really made my mom proud because that's something that's one of the core memories I have as a child, watching that with her. So it was surreal.
Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, which I love being able to hear that. Now I got to go look up I got to go find the footage, right?
Oh, I got you.
Okay, cool. So you're just, cool. So Wheel of Fortune, so you were a vocalist, a singer. Then you got on Wheel of Fortune. At this point, where are we in your life? You've lived in Atlanta. Is this where you began to do your own hosting, or is this where you began to do reality television?
Reality
television.
Hosting is fairly new. Okay. Hosting is within the last 2 years. You know, I've just always been able to speak well and, you know, had the gift of gab. So that came later. But, you know, reality. I started on web shows. I did 2 web shows, most notably Chasing Atlanta. And look, Zeus. Yeah. And then here we are today.
Yeah. So what is it like as far as the reality TV world? I mean, as far as, you know, you were involved in a love show. So you said you were on a web series. Yes. What is it like just kind of being in the realm of reality TV as far as the production's concerned, you going in with your own intentions, being with this insane house of people? What was those experiences like going through reality television?
I tell you this, reality TV taught me that it's not for me. And that's okay. Yeah. But what it did for me exposure wise, I would never take away from it. You know, first of all, by nature, I'm an awkward person, very nervous, very reserved, very private. So for me to now be on TV, putting myself out there, it was out of my comfort zone. But I'm thankful, especially for Zeus Network, because Zeus is kind of the standard when it comes down to mainstream streaming. So even though I was out of place when it came to just the tone of the show and high energy, I think I cemented myself as this Southern gentleman and this lover boy, which then transitioned to me hosting a show to help other people find love. So it all was a part of the plan. So
and you know, one thing that I did enjoy about your representation on the show is that, you know, you weren't combative. You were still entertaining, but you weren't someone who was out there in the field or standing on that kind of business. You would stand on your own business.
There you go.
What was that like for you when you were navigating that or thinking of, you know, I don't have to do the most or I can do the most for me and still stand out and still be a fan favorite and still be loved on the show and by those on the show.
Yeah.
How was that navigating it to where did people try you and you had to shut it down? I mean, because you made it the entire season without too much negative conflict. I can see you're replaying it back in your head like, well, y'all don't know the full story.
Crazy. No, you've actually said it. I didn't have to. I was already, I was already in Atlanta for years at the time. I had already done web shows. So a lot of these people who get these opportunities, they've never been on TV. So any little thing, you put a battery in their back, they'll sell it, so they'll do whatever they got to do. Me, I just didn't need that to happen, you know, and I'm very big on remaining true to who I am and who I was designed to be. And my path is going to play out exactly how it needs to. Yeah. So that's what happened. I just went on there, represented myself. And the thing is, if I would have switched up, people who actually knew me would have been able to call that out. And nobody tried me. Naturally, I'm a lovable person. So it wouldn't have made sense for somebody to try me. Like it just wouldn't have. So everybody loved me. And that's just what it was.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that, and I think that is true. That first of all, you are just a naturally loving person. Yes. You're not a combative person. You're not a conflict type of person. Yeah. So I believe that. And I love that representation and showing that I can be who I am. And as you were saying, I was literally thinking true to oneself. You know your foundation. You know, okay, I'm not about to be out here making myself look crazy. Right. You know, for no amount of money. Right. Because there's so many other opportunities that can come from that, right?
Exactly.
And you went on and then decided to create your own experience, right? Or to be able to do that. So Pop the Balloon. Let's talk about that.
Where do we start?
That experience of Pop the Balloon. So first I want to know, so when it comes to the experience of Pop the Balloon, there are different variations out there. What was it like with you waking up and saying, I'm going to do a Pop the Balloon in Atlanta my way?
So you know what? I hadn't even heard of it until I went online. Like I found it randomly. Okay. I saw Arlette Amuli, who's the most successful, right? And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah. At the time, she might have had less than 10 episodes, but I knew that it would be like this huge thing. So I was like, you know what? I was actually so here's the thing. I was actually about to throw my money behind creating my first EP because I have singles, but I've never created a project. And I was like, okay, it's time. But I was on Instagram and I saw the viral videos. And I was like, I want to do this for the queer community because it does not exist. So that's where it started. A little trial and error. And now we're just in demand. It's everywhere. I can't even escape. I can't go to the mall. Yeah. I can't go to a restaurant. I can't go to Walmart. And people are stopping me and telling me.
They know about Pop the Balloon.
But it's amazing,
Yeah.
So just creating space for queer people and, you know, in that in that, I'm drawing a blank.
Like the arena of love?
Or the arena of love and I can't even think. Social experiment.
Okay, so I'm glad that you said that because that was going to be my next question. Okay. When it comes to the social experiment aspect of it, right? Because I think a lot of people think it's a reality show, like people are just going on there to do that, but it's a certain element to it that is a social experiment. It might have elements of a reality show, I guess, you know, 6, 7. But when it comes to the core of it, it's a social experiment. Explain that for those who may not understand what you mean by that.
Right. I'm glad you asked. And a lot of people think it's a love show too. I don't call it a love show because in my head, a love show is intentionally
defined love.
I think the social experiment part of it is that I think it's a lens on when you meet somebody, whether it be at a kickback, whether it be at a party, whether it be at a social gathering. It's about first impression, ongoing impression, lasting impression. And then we talk about it on social media.
Initial attraction.
Initial attraction.
That's the thing that a lot of people will say.
God, it's a scapegoat. They don't want to tell why they really popped the balloon. Initial attraction.
Initial attraction.
Yeah.
You know, that's very interesting because it seems like it's a form of networking, speed dating, almost like I don't want to say a runway because essentially, you know, they walk in and, you know, they're kind of essentially judging you, just walking in.
No, a lot of judgment.
Before you even come in.
Yeah.
So what is it like seeing a lot of these, I guess, hot topics? There are a lot of hot topics that will happen. For example, people may pop their balloon when someone gives a zodiac sign.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's one of the main ones.
People will pop the balloon based off of a specific skin tone.
Complexion, yeah.
Oh, that's a huge one.
Yeah, I couldn't
Your
believe
hair.
that. Yeah. Shoes.
Again, the way that maybe you present, whether it's masculine or feminine, preferences, all of these things you will see that are just hot topics. What is it like when you're seeing this? Because you've done every episode. So as you hear and see, like, oh my God, like this is how y'all really feel.
Yeah.
What does that make you feel when you're hearing that?
It makes me feel that it's natural because the thing is, when you log on Twitter. When you log on to dating apps, when you're at these parties, when you're at these social gatherings, that's the stuff that you hear as well. When you're speaking to your friends about their dating history, you hear the same thing. So
that's saying it directly to the person.
Exactly. So the fact that we have a lens on it now and everybody sees it, that's why one thing I didn't understand about the criticism of the platform is how everyone says that the dating pool is trash, but you expect to turn my show on and see something different. Well, y'all are saying it's trash. So when you see behaviors that exhibit that same type of trash, you're surprised. So I never understood that.
And it's a lot of those same people who are part of that same dating pool.
Hey.
You know, you could be in the comments and be talking about this and that because, again, it's much different watching it as a viewer than those who are on the show.
Yeah,
and we've heard this from a lot of even the cast members, right? They'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so much different when you're walking out there and you're feeling that presence, you're seeing these people, whether they, sometimes it's people make friendships, sometimes people make relationships. I had just seen a poster where someone a couple on the show, now they're moving in together. They've been together for like 2 years. So
can't believe that.
How does that make you feel? We'll get to we talk about the negativity of it, but even if, and let's be honest, a lot of these love shows on national television, syndicated, they get on the show, but the love don't last. So when you see that you may have even a small pool of those who actually found love, how does that make you feel? So
I found that out yesterday. It's so funny you bring that up. I cried. I cried, because initially that's what I created the platform for. I created it for positivity. I created it for positive interactions, positive connections, and to figure out that they met on my set, developed a relationship, and polished it, and now they're moving in together. That's beautiful, And outside of that, I think my favorite thing about it too is that if you don't come on and find love, you may find a friend. Yeah. Best friends have been created from just the behind the scenes. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So it's community, it's fellowship, and it's just a good time. So I'm glad that people are connecting and finding love. It's amazing. Yeah. Well, look, I've been able to, watch the show as a viewer, but then also be able to, work with you on some stuff behind the scenes. So I want to give a special shout out to your team. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. The team. Well, outside of me as a team member, but you have some really dope individuals on the show. However much you want to talk about, your team or the behind the scenes aspect of it, but talk to me about that core team and really being able, you do the casting and you do the hard, a lot of that hard work. Yeah. But the day of set, what is it like as far as, you've got a lot of different moving pieces, cast members showing up. How does the team step in and help you out? Because you've got some dope team members who have also experienced the show. They have. Thank you for saying that. So the most important thing about the team is that at one point there was no team. When I started in Houston, this thing started off as like trial and error. And I would call my friend, hey, I'm filming today. Do you, will you be able to come? All right, cool. So now you're ushering people in and out and setting up tables, setting up the food, and just kind of guiding. So it started off like that. And just through being here, meeting phenomenal people, lit individuals like you and Ty Lee and Josiah and Kareem. I shouldn't have did this. I should not have started this. Kareem Troy, Bergali, Q even. I'm gonna miss somebody. Tay, yes, definitely. And all of my friends. People, I think they rallied behind it because they saw the success in it before it became successful, you know? So I have an extraordinary team. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. And it's so much I can say.
Yeah.
So yeah, my team now is very solid and dedicated.
And, you know, it's interesting that you say, I keep saying it's interesting because this is a really interesting conversation. But as you talk about that, being able to realize, you know, what you're able to accomplish as a team. I love so much that you said we looked at the success of the show, but I think also from our point of view, we looked at the success of you. You know, you are what makes this show a success. The way that you host it, the way that you keep your composure, the way that you interact with these individuals, and then also just learning your story, learning your heart, learning your journey, right? So being able to see you up there, we root for you, right? So it's like, hey, how can I help? How can I be able to, you know, make your job a little bit easier? And me as a host and a producer, I get it. It's a lot of work trying to make sure, like, hey, guest is here. This person's doing that. Sometimes guests cancel. Sometimes people don't show up. Sometimes people are very late. All of these things, but the show must go on.
Thank you.
Right? So I'm really proud of you in that regard and the way that you keep that going. As we talked about those positives, I do want to know also, though, on the other end of that, the negative that comes. How do you stay grounded and keep going? Because I know sometimes it's like, okay, this is a lot. I'm tired of it. I maybe don't want to do this anymore. Comments of people where you're like, I'm presenting this opportunity of representation, opportunity of love finding, but yet I got people in the comments hating. What is it for you to be able to read that? I'm sure sometimes you want to respond, sometimes you may respond, but what is it like navigating the comment section?
The comment section.
The comment section. That's the name of this clip right there. The comment section.
You know what? I have done so well on my journey because at first, right, when the show was just kind of inclining, I would go back and forth with people. I'm cussing them out. I'm cussing them back out. They cussing me out.
For you too.
Yes, indeed. But it was hard at first. Reading the comments, reading every single comment. People were calling for the deep platforming of my show. People wanted to cancel. They said it's a horrible representation of the LGBTQ community. But you know what? That comes with everything. Hate, critique, those who get it, you know, and I think all conversation is good conversation because it causes people to go and see what's going on. You know, so I just had to put that aside. I had to stop reading the comments and I think the support does outweigh the criticism. So that's what I kind of feed off of. Yeah.
Because them same people that's still one more view.
And they still watching.
That's one more comment. They still watching. Because they're going to come back and watch another episode and then be in the comments again. So it's like, you know what?
They're going to continue watching.
Enhance my algorithm.
Right. So no need for me to reply to you.
So to that point, what is your advice to people when it comes to them being able to hold that composure? Because you talked about your reality journey, you know, but you're able to seem to be a lot more grounded than a lot of folks out here, right? Because people hot-headed, they quick to pop off. How do you keep that composure to where maybe you could give some advice to someone else?
You know, I just say it's not about me. I stopped taking it personal. This whole thing is bigger than me. The dialogue that's been created from this show, I think it's helping people. I think it's good that we see ourselves because some of the behavior exhibited, I saw some of myself in some of that because I used to exhibit some of those behaviors, right? But it's important that we see it because maybe it'll encourage us to change up a little bit. Maybe I need some work. I have those same type of behaviors. Maybe I need to switch up. You know what I'm saying? So, it's bigger than me.
One of the perfect examples I tell the young people I work with, you know, the nonprofit, I tell them all the time, like, don't settle. You ever been to a restaurant and you see that this person just got a bad attitude? It's not you. It's because they don't want to be here. It's because they don't probably want this job. It's because their manager probably yelled at them. They probably got a boot earlier in the day. The last table probably was upset with them because they didn't bring bread fast enough. I don't know. I'm just giving an example, but the point is, sometimes it's not just me. Your hate and your anger and your disappointment and your loneliness or whatever that is negative is not.
You just need a punching bag.
You need a punching bag.
That's fine.
I just won't be it.
Right.
But go off. Do your big one. Say how you feel. Right. But I'm not.
What you gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Right. You know, other than why would I go back for you? Because now I'm engaging in that activity.
I know. And that kind of breaks from the professionalism too. I had to realize like I can't be going back and forth with y'all. People look at this, regard me on a high level.
You're the host.
Yeah.
You're the host of the show. I feel that. But we are human. So I get that as well.
I
It's
had
like
to get there.
You're not going to be just in my comment section just on that.
Right.
No, that's real. You ever miss Louisiana?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I moved back to Houston for 2 years because I missed Louisiana. Well, I missed my mama.
Okay.
So I moved back.
Come on, mamas.
So I could be closer. But after 2 years and the platform had grown, I was like, nah, I gotta come back home.
Yeah.
I gotta come back to Atlanta. So I'm back.
You back?
I do miss Louisiana though.
What do you miss most about Louisiana?
Just that it's down home. You know, sometimes living in the middle of the city and all of the hoopla and the chaos, you just miss that country, cutting grass and, being able to go from stoplight to stoplight, and that's the entire city. But it's just my people, my people, family. If I could, I would move all of my family to Atlanta.
As someone from Louisiana, and for people who have never been to Mardi Gras, what's your description of Mardi Gras?
You know what? I'm maybe the wrong person to ask. I haven't been to Mardi Gras in a long time, and the last couple of times I was running for my life.
Oh my God!
So,
did you grow up going?
Yo, definitely.
Okay.
So all right. Now in the 90s, it was a completely different thing. Like the festival, carnival, just a good time.
But that's pre-phones. I mean, that's like Freaknik for Atlanta. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So things have changed. You know, the YN takeover. You know how it is.
No, I know. Yeah, for sure. But I still, because my mom went for the first time, last year.
Oh, how did she enjoy it?
I didn't hear
a
good time.
Okay, good.
She had a good time. I didn't hear about anything crazy.
Right.
And she had gone to, because it's so many parades, right? And they're like everywhere. So I think she wasn't even in like the heart. Like, I don't think she went to Bourbon Street.
Okay.
But she was around still,
going to
in
the
those.
parades.
Yeah,
now, that's the best part of
and
it.
she went with someone who is also, I don't remember what part, but also is from Louisiana.
Oh,
so
good.
she was able to experience still the culture, the experience, and I still want to go one day.
It's good. Let me tell you, Mardi Gras is a great time, but it could be overstimulating as well. If you've never been to New Orleans, I tell people to start off at Essence Festival. It's more level. It's a good time. It's safer, and it's an older crowd. It's mature. You'll be able to meet the celebrities, and then go to Mardi Gras after that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your introduction. Your introduction should be Essence Fest.
But when you go to Mardi Gras, when you go to Louisiana, what's something you got to do?
What's something you got to do in Louisiana?
I have a possible thought of an answer, but I want to know what you're going to say.
Oh, man. You probably got to go get some authentic gumbo.
I was going to say beignets.
Definitely go to go get your beignets for sure.
Yeah. Cafe Du Monde?
Cafe Du Monde. Look at you.
I know. And I said it right?
Yeah,
Cafe
you did. Du Monde. Yeah, you gotta get your beignets. You got to get your crawfish. You got to get your...
I can't get with crawfish. I don't like my fish. I don't like nothing looking back at me.
You've tried it?
I don't like nothing looking back at me.
Have you tried it?
I don't like nothing looking back at me.
He ain't gonna try
now, I guess I'll try it if it's already cracked and separated.
Oh, the tails.
Yeah.
So I'm cooking crawfish today. So I'm actually cooking crawfish tails today.
Okay.
So I'll get you a plate.
We're gonna check out the crawfish.
I got you.
Crawfish and gum. Okay, so we're gonna have a good old Louisiana.
A good old Louisiana fest.
I'll make some cornbread. I want to get to the name Trackz.
Oh.
Because that's not the name you were born with.
That's right.
Right? So can we say your name?
Yeah.
Okay. So your real name is Ike. We call you Ike.
Call me Ike.
But your name is Isaac.
Isaac.
Who is Trackz?
Ask Bobby Lights. Trackz is who was created on Bobby I Love You Purrr on Zeus Network, right? Shout out to Bobby and Roland Ray.
Rest in peace, Roland Ray.
Rest in peace, Roland Ray. So that was a viral moment that happened. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Roland Ray rolled me over in his wheelchair. Did not expect that to happen, but
He was in his motorized wheelchair and said, boom.
I'm very grateful to be able to say that. I feel like that cements me in like reality history.
I mean, only like you and Bob and a few other people.
Roland Ray has run over me. So I think they took that and the fact that I'm a singer and they said like railroad tracks, but you laying down tracks. So it was it was I loved my name when they gave it to me.
I love it. And, and again, it goes back to you being a vocalist. Yes. I do want to know, because you also have inspiration. Where do you pull your inspiration from? We're on this whole R&B tip right now. What is your inspiration come from to where you are, again, that artist, Trackz?
Good.
Yeah.
This is good. So vocally, so here's the thing. I missed out on the 90s.
Okay.
I missed out on the 90s because I would listen to what my mom listened to. So I'm a Motown soul, right? Teddy Pendergrass, Aretha Franklin, the Stylistics, the Unifix. You don't know who that is. You two.
I knew the first couple.
I know Songs in the Key of Life, like Stevie Wonder. All of these people, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. That's
Barry
where
White, the Spinners.
Barry White, the Spinners, the Whispers. All of these people. Look.
That's his song.
We got an inside joke about that. But no, yeah. So I pulled from the Motown sound when it comes to, I feel like, my vocal ability. But other than that, Trey Songz has been my biggest musical inspiration overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vocally? When you say musical?
Just music overall. Are you trying to? You didn't try to do a joke just now.
No, I'm saying vocally because yes, I'm saying.
But a lot of people think he can't sing, so that's why I was like,
no, I don't think. No, I wasn't trying to make a joke. Right, cool. I think Trey Songz can sing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't have no. Yeah, I didn't have no quarrel with. I ain't got no. I ain't got no beef with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's where you pull that kind of inspiration from vocally, all of those different things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, love a good Anita Baker.
Not really. My grandmother was an Anita Baker fanatic. Anita Baker was her favorite.
What about like a Donnie Warwick?
Who's that? Dionne Warwick?
Dionne Warwick.
Oh, Donnie Warwick. We just think about Donnie Osmond and
that's more of a me than
Dionne Warwick. I never listened to Dionne Warwick.
Yeah?
Nah.
I never really I picked up on her stuff later on. Like more like if it was like a sample or if it was in a movie or something like that. And then, she'd be going off on folks on Twitter.
Right.
But I do look forward to whenever Tiana Taylor plays her in a biopic.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
I think that's gonna be pretty interesting.
I can see that.
That's gonna be pretty interesting. What do you want next for you, Trackz? What do you desire to be the next phase of your career, the next phase of your life? Like, what is it that you are speaking into the world, that you're speaking into existence, that you want for you?
You're going to hate this answer.
Oh, my God.
You're going to hate it. Nothing.
Okay.
Honestly, I will say this. God has been good to me. I feel like I have accomplished... I've exceeded my expectations for me, the person. So I'm cool if he doesn't do anything else for me. I really am there though. Like I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm doing good. Pop the Balloon has become my job, thank God. And I just hope to nurture that, and I'm fine. I just want to make my mama proud, and that's it. I don't have this onward climb in me where I want to be a billionaire, and if it happens, then good. But I'm fine. I don't have a next level.
Enjoy life.
I really have enjoyed life. I've done well for myself.
I wish I could put that on the shirt. I just want to make my mom proud.
That's it.
That's how I feel.
We might have to come out with that.
We got to work on it quick.
Right.
Because somebody ended up putting it on something, and we need to work on that quick.
But that's where I am.
Yeah, I think that's good. That shows again that you have peace, that you just want to enjoy life. Like, let's go on a cruise, let's go on a trip, like let's experience and create projects. You might wake up and say, hey, let's do this EP.
Right. And here's the crazy thing about that question though. When I moved to Houston, I said I was moving there to creatively retire, because that was right after I was on Zeus. Okay. So I felt so much pressure to create because I felt like I was the biggest or the most popular that I've ever been, but I didn't have it in me. So I'm like, I want to kind of be forgotten about. I want to just chill. But it's like when you're not finished, in your purpose, went to Houston and it was there waiting on me. Now I got the biggest platform of my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Houston was for God to train and develop me privately so that he could use me publicly now. So
what's that listening ear for you when God is telling you to do something? When you are feeling like, I don't know what I want to do, or maybe you don't want to do that, but God is telling you that he keeps circling back, because we can run all we want. So you say you creatively gonna retire. God, okay, I need you to go and do something else. Right. What is that voice like for you, and how do you listen to that voice?
Man, what a question. That is a good question. I think when you just naturally doing what you want, but you kind of supernaturally fall into some things and you realize that the people around you are now angels on assignment. It's hearing those omens and like hearing that whisper, and when you're in your quiet center, and even when you're manifesting, even when you go into church, So I don't know, when I started to fall into opportunities and when I started to think on another level, I'm like, okay, these aren't even my own thoughts. So I know that there's work to be done somewhere. So I just kind of prayed on it, and I just went full force. And I think when you make one step, then God will make the rest for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you just got to take that one step.
Yeah,
take that one leap of faith.
Trust. Yeah, for sure.
That's how I say faith aside of a mustard seed. That's all you need.
There you go.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
That's true.
All right, my brother. As we begin to wrap this up, I want to give you a floor to just share what is on your heart as far as anything inspirational. What do you want to look into the camera here, say to those who are watching, whether it's something that someone may be going through, whether it's something that you heard recently that's on your heart? What is it you want to leave people with just for some inspiration?
I got it. I have something.
Okay.
So this is one thing I learned. Okay. If I could give anybody advice, it would be to wait your turn. I had to learn that. Wait your turn. There's a song by Luther Barnes, before your time, Luther Barnes. It says, "You applauded for the rest when it was your time to be blessed, and for your faithfulness, it's your time." Right? So just wait your turn, and while you waiting on it, just be faithful over those few things, so God will make you a ruler over many. So while I don't know, that's it. Just wait your turn.
Yeah.
And whatever finds you is supposed to find you. Whatever misses you, you were never supposed to encounter.
So, I know that's right.
Yeah.
And if it's meant to be because you lost it, and if it's meant to come back, then it's meant for you.
Exactly.
I love this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, friend.
Thank you. I'm nervous. I don't like interviews.
I don't know why you're nervous. You are literally, again, like we had said earlier, this is just conversation.
Yeah.
And I think that is what makes this conversation so good, is that we're just having dialogue. Right. We're just having conversation, no agenda, just being able to get to know you. I learned a lot about you today.
Thank you. Okay, good.
And I appreciate you opening up. I appreciate you joining us. For those who are watching you for the first time and they want to be able to follow you, how can people connect with you? If people say, hey, I want to be on the show, I'm coming to Atlanta, I live in Atlanta,
I love that.
Tell them how they can find you, but also apply to be on the show.
For sure. So to find me, I'm Trackz_official everywhere. TRACKZ_official. All social media platforms. If you want to be on the show, there's a link in my bio where you can apply, and just please be patient because it's a big pool, the dating pool. So we're going to get to you. And I appreciate being here. Thank you so much for having me.
For sure. Yeah. Awesome. I love it, man. Thank you so much for being here. You are a lit individual.
Amen.
You keep doing lit things in your industry.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Trackz for coming onto the show and being a lit individual in general. We got to give a special shout out to Train to Catch Planes for always holding it down and having a fabulous production. If you've seen what you like and you want to book, you want to go ahead and you want to check out Train to Catch Planes Studios. And then also special shout out to my photographer, The Shooters, also PJ. You guys make sure that you go to TonyBettonJr.com, find out much more information, and like and subscribe on all platforms. We will see you next time. Peace. Everybody, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody, let's go. Let's go.